Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good and I hope you all have had a good week. And today's video is going to be about the bathtub killer. This case takes place in the 90s. A young woman who she was only 25, or some sources say 26. Her boyfriend who lived with her, he couldn't get into the apartment because it was locked, and he found that really weird because she never locked the door on him. So he went to use the payphone, and when he come back, the door was unlocked. He knows, I would say he would have to know something's not right. So he finds her body. And he's a suspect, but when they do the DNA samples, and he did a lie detector test, they ruled him out as a suspect. In the same apartment, 3 months later, another young woman would go missing, who she was a teacher also, like the first victim, and some people thought with her, because she had a boyfriend, that she would say he would threaten her and tell her she was going to wind up like her mom, who was killed in the 70s. So she was always worried of becoming like what happened to her mom. And so when she doesn't show up for Christmas Day, her family goes looking for her, and they find her body in the bathtub. And the water's filled up, and they find that she has been essayed and strangled. And now it's probably like deja vu for the police, because it's in the same apartment as the first young woman. So a young woman, she's only 18, and she starts getting freaked out and feeling like this guy's after her. Like, she really feels he's after her. Well, one night he does break into her home, and she asks him why is he doing what he's doing, and he tells her because the devil made him do it. And she winds up surviving, and she can't say what he looks like because he's got a stocking over his head, but she knows because of his voice that he's African American, and she basically just can say all that, but she didn't know what he looked like because he had something over his head. It wouldn't be long after that a college student who was in a sorority would wind up also being attacked. And she almost didn't make it, but luckily she survived. And she fought back, and she ended up biting him to where it was in a private area, and they could, basically that's one of the reasons the police found out who it was. But she survived, and their phone cord was cut, so he knew what he was doing. And she said that she felt like he was stalking her because he like knew certain conversations she had had. So he ends up going after a mom and her kids with her, and he SAs her, and the kid is trying to fight him off. But luckily, they end up surviving. And the reason that the killer's name is Dale, and the reason that he did know certain things about the women, was because he worked at a nightclub and he was a bouncer. So that is how he probably knew certain things about him. And how he was caught was because he broke into a home and he got caught, but he never had any other records. Well, they did his DNA and it matched. And then they also saw the bite mark that was left on him, and he was charged and he was given death. And in 2009, he was executed by lethal injection. Thank you guys for watching.